Hello, Buenale Games here. We are absolutely back with another episode of Roll for Video Game. Let's go. As always, first things first, we roll for our system. Let's see what we get. 4. This week we're playing on the PS5. Next up, we're gonna see what type of game we are playing from these 20 options. 4. We're gonna play an arcade game. Are we gonna get a good game or are we gonna get a bad game? These reviews are from critics. 5. Another A-tier game. Finally, we have our list of games. I've been using mobygames.com as my database. 3. This week we played Remote Life. Remote Life was released in 2019 for PC and 2022 for major consoles. I have to be honest, I did not enjoy my time with this game. I really didn't click with it as I was playing it, but then I realized that the developer of the game, Next Game Level, is a one-man team. Now, making a game is extremely difficult. Whether you have 1,000 people at your disposal or you're a one-man team, it's so hard to make a successful game. And to NGL's credit, Remote Life is a relative success, so I have to commend them for that. The game plays as a 2D, side-scrolling, twin-stick space shooter. And the plot of the game is irrelevant, honestly. You play as a fighter pilot who wants to defeat a big bad alien and save the world, and that's the extent of it. But the gameplay is 17 missions that are capped off with a boss fight at the end of them. And I need to give credit where it's due. Graphically, the game is great. It really pulls off that creepy sci-fi alien and robot vibe that it's going for. And the music is absolutely banger. It gives you this fast-paced electronic music that keeps you on your toes. You know what doesn't keep you on your toes though? The gameplay. The level design of this game leaves a lot to be desired. The missions take like 30 seconds to 2 minutes to complete. But sometimes it feels like an eternity to get through them. There's these gates that keep you from progressing in a level until the camera or the gates are in the middle of the screen. Why? Just have the camera follow my ship and let me dictate the pace of the levels. There are 2 missions that do play like that. They're called search and destroy missions where you are dropped on a map and the camera follows you as you traverse them. That was the peak of the game for me, but that's just 2 missions out of 17. And even though the bosses look great, their fights aren't. Some of them last just 10 seconds, and that's just not enough for me to feel the thrill of finishing a mission. Not to mention that some bosses feel like repeats of each other. The game is not easy though, but that's just because any slight contact with your ship will immediately destroy it. You lose a heart if you collide with an enemy, a projectile, or the walls itself of the environment. It is incredibly frustrating that the game moves you. The camera is moving you, and so you have to reverse constantly in your ship so that you don't collide with things. And that just doesn't feel great. And finally, I think the main menu of the game needs some work. The whole point of playing an arcade game or a mission-based game is that you want to get that high score. You want to get a letter grade, an S-tier mission. Oh, I didn't die this time, or I did it in the fastest time available. Well, there's no stats to keep track of your mission, so there's no incentive to go back. There's no collectibles, there's no secret rooms in the mission themselves. It's just, okay, you did it, now go to the next one. They do have 4 difficulty settings, so you could argue that that's replayability right there, but to me, it isn't. Now, I know that I talked pretty negatively about this game, but that's just how it felt to me when I played it. If you love twin stick shooters, then of course, go ahead and try this game. But if you don't really follow the genre, then it just isn't giving you anything special. As it stands, it's a no from me. I give this game my Buenale Games rating of 4.3 out of 10. Check it out if there's a massive discount. Thank you so much for watching the second episode of Roll for Video Game. I'm having so much fun making these videos. I hope you tune in for the next one. Gracias y adios.